The ending of that game was utter and complete nonsense. It was utter nonsense. So what you telling me is that when you go look, and as a matter of fact, go ahead and just mark it down. When you look at the 2-minute report that comes out tomorrow, when Zeke Naji got a dunk attempt off the Jokic pass in the middle, he got a dunk attempt, Jokic fed him the ball, he got hit on his right arm, and they did not call the foul, hit on his right arm. They're about to go up to, hit on his right arm, didn't call a foul. Literally a couple possessions later, the Denver Nuggets are sitting here down 3 points. Facundo Campazzo gets shoved in his face and in his upper body, shoved by Marcus Smart. And how do I know it was a foul? Marcus Smart literally starts walking back the other direction because he know that he let go of his temper and he reacted to Facundo Campazzo getting in his business. So instead of calling the technical, which is what it was, or a flagrant, because you get hit in the face, it's a flagrant, period. In the NBA, you get hit in the face, it's a flagrant. Simple as that. That's the rule. So Facundo Campazzo gets hit in the face, gets hit in his upper body, and instead of calling a foul, instead of calling a tech, instead of calling a flagrant, the ref goes to the monitor after not calling anything. Don't call anything. Michael Malone, Nikola Jokic, everybody got to go talk to him. Wait, you ain't finna call that? They don't call nothing. They go to the booth and come back and say, it was a natural play. Natural play. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. Didn't give him anything. Marcus Smart was flopping the entire game. The entire game, Marcus Smart was flopping. But now all of a sudden, you think Facundo Campazzo, because he's 5'9", he got antics? Because he got antics, he's flopping now? You ain't gonna call nothing? Marcus was flopping. It was everything was going his way. Bruh, that was utter trash. I don't give a dang, dog. If they were gonna lose the right way, bruh. The game was tight all game. And they lose by 6 points because of some nonsense? Nah, dog. Absolutely freaking not. Horrific refereeing. Horrific refereeing to close the stretch. All they had to do was literally, man, like give them the foul call, let it be a tight game all the way. If the Celtics win, they win. The Denver Nuggets are missing Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. The Celtics are fully loaded, fully healthy. And, bro, I'm trying to tell you, dog, I was so irritated. So irritated. The game was tight all the way. They were letting them play 1985 basketball, but Marcus Smart was flopping the entire game, and they let him get away with whatever. Marcus Smart tonight had 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Had a good game, but great. Going up against Bones Highland and Facundo Campazzo. We're going to get to it in a minute, man. I'm frustrated, man. The ending was frustrated. The Denver Nuggets have now lost another game. And the Denver Nuggets are now sitting only a game ahead of the Timberwolves. They're a 2.5 game behind the 5th seed now. And on top of that, they got another game against the freaking Toronto Raptors tomorrow. And the Toronto Raptors are sitting here in the 6th seed at 31-23, and they're also on an 8-game win streak. So the Nuggets are in a really brutal part of their schedule, and they get hosed by some dumb refereeing. Now, I say, man, they play good defense. It was a defensive game. Tonight, the MVP of the NBA had 23 points, 16 rebounds, and 11 assists. He only shot 9 of 20. Worst game of 2022. 3 of 10 from 3. Worst game of 2022. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Worst game of 2022. 9 turnovers. He was only a +1 tonight. They were originally in the first half. He was a +16 at the half. +16. The Nuggets scored 60 points in the first half. They scored 19 points. 19 points in the third quarter. They scored 19 points in the third quarter. And they scored 23 points. 23 freaking points in the fourth quarter. Awful. It was terrible. Including Jokic. He was bad. They was all bad. Jokic had 8, 11, and 8 at the half. 8, 11, and 8 at the half. That means he had 15, 5, and 3 in the second half. And again, he ain't got no help, man. Like, that's the issue, bro. That's why everybody always talking MVP nonsense. Oh, Embiid this, Embiid that. Tyrese Maxey's a good player. Tobias Harris, whatever everybody keep talking about how bad they are. They're good players. They're way better than whoever Jokic run out there every night outside of Aaron Gordon. Jeff Green is not a starter. He's starting. Bones Highland's not a starter. He's starting. Facundo Campazzo is not a rotation player most games. He's getting heavy minutes. He is doing this without help. But tonight, it was partially his fault. He had 9 turnovers. He had 7 turnovers in the first half. He had 5 in the first quarter. He was passing too much. He wouldn't shoot the ball inside. They were loading up with Horford and Williams, and literally they were just playing stout. And Jokic just said that, man, you know what? Tonight, I just don't feel like dealing with all that tonight. So whatever else it is, man, like it's this nonsense, dog. I was so pissed. And the game was so tight. It was a good game, bro. Like, I'm watching this game, it's like a back and forth. Hey, man, they was going at it. The MVP of the NBA had his 15th triple-double of the year, and this is his worst triple-double of the season. Worst game of 2022 by far, bro. Aaron Gordon had 17, 6, and 2. He was 8 of 15, 0 of 5 from 3. Couldn't hit any 3. He was -6. Dog, what I'm trying to tell you, bro, is the starters were literally dominating the entire game. They were dominating the entire game. They were going off. But then all of a sudden, things went awry. Things went sideways. They were like a +19, +13, +16 in the first half, and literally Aaron Gordon ends the game at -6. Jokic ends at +1. They didn't do their job. Simple as that. Michael Malone also chose to stick with Facundo Campazzo, who played a good game, man. Like, I know people can say what they want. Bones Highland tonight started. He had 18 minutes. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. He was 4-7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He was a +2. He played well. Jeff Green, 7 points and 4 rebounds. I get it. But Facundo Campazzo, he was playing well, so he gave him a lot of minutes. He 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. All this in the first half, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, -9. Zeke Naji, 5, 4, and 2, 2 of 6, 1 of 3, -11. They didn't play well in the second half. The first half, they played really well. Michael Malone decided that today was the day he wants to stick with Facundo Campazzo and stick with Zeke Naji because they were playing well. He wanted to make it work. Boogie Cousins didn't get a lick of a minute tonight. So very frustrating loss tonight. Very irritated about how this game went. It should have went way better. The Nuggets had an opportunity to win this game, but they are missing 2 of the 3 best players. They're missing one of the 4 to 5 best closers, and I mean 4 to 5 best closers. Nikola Jokic statistically was been the best closer the last 3 seasons. Jamal Murray has absolutely been one of the 4 to 5 best. Bleacher Report had him at number 4 last year, and Jokic number 1. They're missing that. Jamal Murray is CP3, but with a way better jump shot. Like a way better bag when it comes to shooting 3-pointers, getting step backs, and hitting those plus 3-pointers, and getting to the basket even. But the problem is they're missing that. So you're going to against a fully loaded Celtics who's streaking. Now they won 7 in a row. And then you got to play against the Raptors tomorrow who won 6 in a row themselves, man. So really frustrating. They really could have got this game tonight, man. Really, really frustrating. Hopefully Jokic comes back and plays way better tomorrow because you can't have that kind of performance with this team. Again, but he's allowed to have it, man. Like, again, Jokic's my dog, bro. Like, he's allowed to have games like this. It is what it is. But it's frustrating. The Denver Nuggets shot 25% from 3, 11 of 44, bro. 43% from the field. But again, the Celtics shot 40% from the field, and they shot 27% from free. And then they also shot 22 of 30 from the free throw line, but the Celtics were just hoarding it. I'll tell you, man, it was, but the real story, y'all, was turnovers. The Denver Nuggets had 21 turnovers. They had 18 turnovers through 3 quarters. Unacceptable. The Celtics only had 12. That's the game. That's the game. And they also lost the rebounding battle, but of course they do because they don't have any rebounders outside of Jokic anymore, man. So anyway, very frustrating loss, y'all. We will be back tomorrow against the Toronto Raptors, and I will see y'all soon.